What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Stellaris. We are the Pilzon Prosperity Sphere vassals under the Combine of Brutalis, and today I think we're going to be focusing on expanding our fleet, because we're only using a very small fraction of our total naval capacity. We've been losing ships left and right for a variety of reasons.
Another pointless war has been declared.
Oh, look at that. So the Great War with the Machine Empire has finally come. It has come down to this. Well, and our fleet is not fully strengthened yet. So we're getting dragged into this war against our will. I'm sure my factions are pissed off now. Yeah, look at that. Look at these guys. They're down to 30% happiness. They don't want violence. Are we the aggressors in this war? Yeah, the Combine has taken it upon themselves to declare war on the Maynard bot Storm, and we're going to see who is stronger, and we're going to do our damnedest to fight. You know, we're not quite ready for this war, but I guess that's our fault. I mean, we're peaceful people. What do you expect? Well, that's the first thing we're going to do, is we're going to upgrade all of our fleets. I mean, the good news is, I think we have some time to prepare, because it's not like the enemy fleets are ready to pounce upon us. And this will give us the opportunity to see what we're up against. They'll certainly make attacks, they'll make advances into our territory, we can see what their ships are like, we can refit our ships to counter their ships, and it'll be a good time. But I think we would be wise to actually build more ships, despite the fact that we don't have full intelligence yet.
Ships upgraded. And
there are a variety of entrances.
Complete.
Like, if we're going to go on the offensive, we should probably make use of this wormhole and dive into the territory. You know, we could probably go on the offensive right now. And while I'm thinking about it, Iberia has a 1200 garrison strength, and I hope they have a shield generator. They do. So I think I'm actually going to build some more fortresses here to, like this heritage site. Let's replace that with a fortress. It's only going to be a minor hit to our unity, but it'll increase the defensive viability of this system by a great amount. And unfortunately, we might have to tear down some mineral-based structures, which, well, we probably should not do that. You know, you don't want to cut off the nose to spite your face. I'm not sure if that's an appropriate expression to use right now. They can also get into our space through the Madoc system, which goes there. Ooh, we can actually get into the Great Wound. We're also going to need some ground forces. Yeah, I think let's group up these ground people.
Construction complete.
And let's get them to the Iberia system. Yeah, man, I wish we had more minerals stored up. We spent all those minerals building and colonizing more habitats. So I guess, well, whatever. Let's just go for it. Let's see what we can do. Now, if I recall correctly, when you're in a total war against an enemy, like, because we're currently in a
planet colonized,
the defiance of Makaz, what is the goal? Like, this is total war, so I think when we attack their systems, they're going to lose that space.
Construction complete.
And I'm not sure if it's going to flip over to our control or if it's just going to become neutral. If it just becomes neutral, then that's kind of an issue, because since we're vassals, we can't colonize more space. Our energy credits are full. Oh, can we spend some energy credits? Aid us in our research. Yeah, we'll purchase the service, no problem. Organize a festival. It's a deal. Yeah, don't mind the massive war that is upon us. Enjoy this festival. Now is the perfect time for a party. They will see what we're made of. They're overwhelming in comparison to us, but I mean, the Combine of Brutalis is also overwhelming. Look, we got all these ships on the move. Oh, what's happening here? A 31,000 K fleet? The 11th fleet? That's a lot of ships. Can I see their ships? Yes, I can. Okay, so they have a lot of lasers, so we would be wise to use shields. And their defenses are normal, balanced. Energy siphon, that does shield damage, so that's not good. They have some missiles, so we'll need point defense. Okay, so they're not focused only on lasers. But they do have a large amount of lasers, with a few conventional projectile weapons spread throughout. I don't know, there isn't really an obvious weakness we can take advantage of. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, we have an unexplored wormhole in the tier system.
Planet colonized.
Unemployment. Okay, cool. We colonized our new habitation zone. Definitely want a symbol of purity. Well, we don't want to spend all of our minerals. I mean, too late, we just did.
Engaging hostile station.
Nice. Oh man, that is freaking awesome. So, because we are engaged with total war against the enemy, that system flipped right over to our control, which is extremely advantageous to us because it will allow us to expand our empire, despite the fact that we are vassals under the Combine. You know, they're, yeah, that's pretty good. Let's just hope, so yeah, we really need to make sure our fleet is strong so we can take full advantage of this opportunity, this offensive-minded opportunity. We got a 10K. Oh wow, that's such a brutal starbase. How can we ever defeat such a starbase? They got defensive platforms and everything. Nice. Admiral gained a trait. Cautious? Is that good or is that bad? I'm not sure. Oh man, look at this, Admiral. You're the Dragon Slayer. I had no idea being a Dragon Slayer gave you a special trait. Well, this is a real dragon to fight. And look at that, the enemy war exhaustion is already up to 20%. Nice. We are, we've got it going on. If we had more ships, if only we had invested in our navy instead of our people, we could just gouge out a massive chunk of territory for ourselves. I don't get why this, oh, it's a deal. What's this? For 4,000 energy credits? Patron of the Arts modifier added. We get plus 10% unity? Yeah, sure. We can spare the energy. Okay, so, the reason why this system hasn't flipped over into control is because there's a planet that needs to be conquered first, filled with disgusting robots. And, you know, conquering planets can be a pretty difficult thing to do. Lots of blood to spill. And the enemy fleet, the enemy has only a minor defensive fleet here of 1,200 power. And we can repair right here at this station we just conquered. How long is that going to take? Are you guys almost... We gotta move, guys. Alright, I think we're ready to press forward. So what happened to my battleships? My battleships are hanging behind. Yeah, that's the thing about battleships, is that they're slow. So slow. Okay, we get some upgrades. Upgrade that lab. What do we need? I guess we'll go for physics lab. And how come you're so happy? Grateful refugees? Oh. Why are they grateful refugees? Where did you come from? I'm not complaining, but I'm just... Did you come from Stellaris? Where did these... I'm really interested in their backstory of these refugees. I mean, obviously, slaves aren't allowed to emigrate. Unless some world under control of the Combine, they might have moved Pilzons around, and that planet got taken over. Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, Kofefe. Haha, that's funny. Wang Tong. Alright, so I don't know where those refugees came from. I'm very glad that they're here. And there's another grateful refugee. And how come these... I did not build a laboratory complex. I thought I was building... I definitely picked to build a solar array, so I don't get why these laboratory complexes keep on popping up. And how come... I don't know. I feel like the AI is building structures on my behalf, as if it were a sector or something.
Technology researched.
Okay, we can pick a new civic. Perfect. So what do we need for technology? Let's go for biolab. Better biolabs. We can pick a new civic. And I think I'm going to go with mining guilds. We don't really have too many other good choices. And mining guilds will give us more minerals. We're at 330 per month. Let's reform. Now we're at 390 per month. That'll be helpful. I think a lot of our expansive aspirations will be halted by the fact that we don't really have much of a ground army with which to take over enemy systems. But we'll see what we can do. The enemy is at 38% war exhaustion, and our factions are not happy. They are not pleased. Our people are not pleased, you know.
Construction complete.
Let's wipe out this fleet. Ha. Easily done. Alright, so now we have to deal with this planet here. 818 ground strength. What's our we have 168. That's the strength of our ground forces. Yeah, there's no way we can take that over. I think we researched clone armies a while back. We could probably make some clones. Well, we need to build a clone facility, a facility. But where are we going to build a clone facility? I guess, man, I don't know. There's society research here. If we replace this thing with a clone vat, that might be a wise thing to do. New physics research. Let's go for the better physics labs. Let's see. There's some society research. We can replace that with a cloning facility. A cloning vat. Well, so we're pretty much stuck here at this point. Like, we can't advance forward until we take over the planet. Well, let's see. So the planet has some fortresses. I mean, if we bomb all of the fortresses, then we can proceed. But the enemy has planetary shield generator, so that's an issue. Decreases our potential damage. You know, you can do a lot of damage, or you can do basically no damage, and we're doing basically no damage. And my allies seem to be basically useless. I mean, if we fly through this wormhole, we can take over this whole chunk of space. But we really can't... We can also go through this wormhole and take over this area of space and gain access to the Great Wound. That might be a good idea. Yeah, there's a whole mess of territory we can take over from the enemy if we take that wormhole. We just don't have enough ships. Well, here's what we're going to do. So the enemy doesn't have very much fleet power. Let's send in our battleships to provide heavy support. What we're going to do is we're going to nuclear bomb. While exploring some ruins near one of our major settlements on Decayed Hub, a few colonists inadvertently activated the timer on an undetonated hydrogen bomb left over from the planet's previous nuclear war. 35 megaton, we must disarm it. Yeah. Okay, we're going to take this fleet. We're going to reinforce that fleet, and we're going to redeploy them to that wormhole. It's going to take them 1,000 freaking days to get there.
Construction complete.
But that fleet will be responsible for... It's an expeditionary force that will go into enemy territory and take over as much as they possibly can, cause as much havoc, while the rest of the fleet will just stay here
Construction complete.
and try and keep the enemy pinned down. And if we get lucky, maybe we can take over the planet. Yeah, that'd be cool if we could take over the planet. What is it? It's a savanna planet. We'd have to kill... we'd have to dismantle all the robots and put our own people there, which is not entirely impossible. We need to make some clone armies. $30 days a pop. We just churn them out like butter. End of the Grek Combine. They were our greatest customer. They got 5,000 fleet power, but we got 10,000 plus 5,000. I think... Oh man. 40,000 fleet power. Damn. Yeah. I don't think that's going to work. We should withdraw. Well, how's the Combine doing? They're still stuck? Those... Man, my AI allies are going to be... the death of me, I think, because they have no idea what the heck they're doing. But hey, I mean, they are more highly exhausted, so maybe we'll force them to a status quo peace. I mean, there's no way we can defeat a 40,000k fleet, so... Oh, what? I forgot about the hydrogen bomb. Man, what the heck happened? I hope... Man. Our bomb disposal team failed to defuse the hydrogen bomb on Decayed Hub in time. They, along with every other living thing within a 100-kilometer radius, were eradicated when the bomb detonated. Untold lives have been lost, the last victims of a tragic and pointless war that began millennia ago. Well, I appreciate the pros. Okay. Let's, I don't think anyone died. These are the original colonists. We can build a symbol of purity to honor them. Or no, there's energy. Let's build a power plant. Build a symbol of purity here. Definitely want to build a stronghold. And that's good enough for now. Okay. So, I mean, we can just retreat deep back into our territory. And hopefully, you know, the enemy, they're going to have a tough time getting past these two systems or getting past Abaddon, but they can just come in through this other northern passageway. And of course, every system they take is going to flip over to their control. So once the war ends, they're going to keep those systems, which is annoying. Annoying to us. What are they up to? Hopefully they just stay put and don't do anything. Oh, no. They're going here? Where? They seem to be moving south. Why are they doing that? Harmony. Pop growth speed plus 20... Oh, wait, what? Let's go for it. Leader lifespan plus 20 years. We got our expeditionary force headed into enemy territory. Keep building more ships, please. Man, I wish we had more minerals. That's what I wish.
Construction complete.
Let's see, we can build a mining network here, and how about also a robot? So they're about halfway there. Of course, once they arrive, they'll have to wait for all the straggler ships to arrive and meet up. Let's see. Let's talk to the traders. Are we... Oh, we are trading away resources. So we're getting, what are we doing?
Technology researched.
New technology. Battleship hull points plus 800. That is pretty good. Let's go for the better engineering facilities. I mean, we need to research mega engineering eventually, but it's gonna take a while. So we should make sure we are prepared for it. Okay, so what was I thinking about doing just a second ago? Oh right, so normally it tells you if you're getting resources from a trade deal, but it doesn't say anything, so maybe, I need to go back to the traders. I would like to trade for minerals. I'll give you 100 energy for 50 minerals. And what about strategic resources? We'll buy the spice for plus 5% fire rate. And that's all.
Construction complete.
Yes, look at that. Plus 50 for the Riggin trade deal. And there are no other traders in the galaxy, unfortunately. I think they've been destroyed. Alright, so the enemy doesn't seem to be interested in fighting us. Either that or the enemy fleet is headed down here, in which case they'll be trapped because of our hyperspace inhibitors.
Hostile fleet sighted.
Let's build some mining robots here to help speed things along. Okay, well that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up, leave a comment letting me know what you think about these latest current events, and we will continue this next time on Stellaris. I'm sure this will be an epic war.